this is my life. I sit here talking to every jackass on the phone that calls. They either found something on the internet and they think what they have is really, really rare, which is not, or they're just shopping to find out what the bullion market is so that they can call 15 other dealers and go through the motions.
Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, exposition, and entertainment. On to the silver and gold question. I was kind of criticized and kind of scoffed at by a viewer for paying up a little bit, and I don't mean like an exorbitant amount, but paying up a little bit for a vintage silver bar. I don't mind paying up a little bit for stuff I think is cool and interesting. And he was kind of telling me the quote unquote right way to stack silver. In your mind, what's the right way to stack silver?
Whatever is comfortable for you as a person, as you're the one who's spending your money, okay? You can buy whatever it is that you want. If you see something that you really like and you're paying over the money for it, and if the market goes up, great. If the market goes down, fine. You bought something that you liked, okay? Doesn't matter.
Well, that's kind of my thought. At the end of the day, my thought with that is I'm going to hold that for a long period of time. And I'm going to be looking at it, and I don't want to be looking at like tubes of buffaloes forever. I mean, that's boring to me.
Right. You can buy all that stuff all day long. I mean, if you like all the stuff you made for me, okay? People come in all the time and say, no, none of that is for sale. That is mine. That was gifted to me. And no, none of it is for sale. Doesn't matter the amount of money that somebody wants to spend on it. But here again, if it's something you like, it's nobody's business what you paid for it. Everybody has an opinion. We know what that saying is, okay?
Yeah.
But not everything is about stacking.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to buy something that you like and you enjoy, period.
Yeah. There is kind of a fine line between stacking and collecting. I've ever since the beginning of this channel, November 1st, 2020.
Oh, wow.
I've been calling myself a quote-unquote stack-o-lector. I kind of stack and collect. I buy what I like. And although, there is some really cool stuff that you can collect that it's questionable as to whether or not it's going to hold its value in years to come.
Right.
Like the newfangled thing, whatever that happens to be.
Right, but not everything is about making money on it.
That's true.
Sometimes you're just buying something that you like.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
Let me ask you this. Is there a wrong way to stack? And there's probably a couple of things that you could do wrong that people would want to avoid. Can you think of any? I thought of a couple.
I tried to buy the lowest premium stuff that you can if you're just stacking. Okay?
Pure stacking.
If you're just pure stacking, buy the lowest premium stuff that you can get.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Why buy Silver American Eagles at a $6, $7, $8 premium over if you can buy Buffaloes at a $2 premium? I mean, obviously, that's a no-brainer right there. The other thing is I get a lot of people who come in and they buy just one or two pieces a week. Because that's what they can afford.
Right.
And then I get people who, save up for 6 months and come in and buy all at once. I kind of steer more towards the people who buy a little at a time because then they're dollar cost averaging. If you're buying big chunks at once, you don't have that chance to dollar cost average. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm kind of one of those people in the dollar cost average camp. I think there's some people out there who think they're going to get rich quick off of silver or even gold. And
it's the same ones who buy lottery tickets.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
No, there is no rich quick schemes in this. There just isn't. So.
And those normally leave stacking disenfranchised and upset. Like, hey, I bought this in June. I thought by Christmas it would be worth double. And that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Do you ever see people overextending themselves? They walk in, you could tell they're not rich just by the way they carry themselves and dress. And you ever not worry, but wonder, like, are they buying too much all at once because they're all pumped up because they just watched a video on YouTube and then they come back later to sell?
They usually come back sooner rather than later. So, yeah. I do see that.
Yeah, that would be kind of sad for me.
Well, when you see in the heat of the market, okay, the market's going up and it's dropping down, and it causes people get excited, they get in a frenzy. Oh, I got to get out and buy some, okay, and all of a sudden they realize that hey, I spent the money that I needed for that hot water heater that I knew was going to blow. And now they have to sell it back into the market because they have to. Buying silver and gold and precious metals is not the end all.
Right.
I mean, you do have to keep some cash in your you have to stretch out your portfolio as to what it is you're going to have. Some
should be a
silver, some
balance.
gold, some right. It has to be balanced. You need cash. There's a mix of it. So
Yeah. Ultimately, for me, it's kind of a savings account, and it's tangible in my hand. It's on electronic on a computer screen, and that's the bottom line: savings account. I don't expect to get rich off of silver.
right, that's exactly what it is. If you look at it as a savings account, there you go.
If you're on Whatnot, be sure to visit Sherrie and maybe bring some fun to the table and
there you go.
joke around a little bit.
I may do some. This is my life. I sit here talking to every jackass on the phone that calls. They either found something on the internet and they think what they have is really, really rare, which is not, or they're just shopping to find out what the bullion market is so that they can call 15 other dealers and go through the motions. So
You guys are all pretty similar, aren't you? I
we try to be. Yeah, we try to be.
Most people have small margins on gold, especially.
Especially, on this stuff. There is small margins. I mean, there is no big profit taking on any of this stuff. So.
Volume is where it's at.
Right. If you call and you've got 10 ounces of silver, I'm going to be at a much lower premium than if you're bringing me 500 ounces of silver.
Yeah.
So, it's all about quantity.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I think this is probably a good time to sign off. So, Cher, thanks for the time. I'm going to do a little shopping, and I'll...
Glasses on, glasses off. You can tell every time we have to take a break. So
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Teasters. Everybody have a wonderful new year coming up.
Thanks, Cher.
Thank you.
Well, here are some of the items that I purchased at Sherrie's coin shop that day. And a lot of these items fall into that quote-unquote stack-o-lector category. They're beautiful silver, but they have an extra added quality in the fact that they're old, they're vintage, they're interesting, and they go, in my mind, above and beyond just the silver content. And a lot of these things are the types of things, including this fractional silver, are the types of things that I sell on my weekend Whatnot auctions. If you're interested in learning more about those, check out the link that I have in the video description. Oh, by the way, here are some buffaloes. I'll use those for melting to making silver pours. But anyway, if you're interested in participating in one of the auctions, check out the link in the video description or a pinned comment. Here are some more videos that you might enjoy.